Thursday, January 20th. I purchased a plating kit. I have a whole bunch of different things that need plating, and quite simply I really don't have the mindset to pull all of the plating parts together in one particular go, one big batch, and then get them done. For one, I can never remember where they would go back. So I looked into doing my own plating, and I decided to buy a kit. And I'm going to show, I've never done this before, so this is going to be like a physics lab experiment from high school. But I ordered a basic kit out of Caswell, and I have a nickel plating kit, and it comes with a lot of stuff, but quite a few things are missing. So basically, you get the buckets, you get the anode. In this case, this is nickel. You get an electrolyte, and what they call a brightener. It came with a pump, which is used in the actual plating process. So that sits inside that particular tank. Then it comes with a degreasing bag, but that was about it. So in addition, you have to get quite a bit of distilled water, which we've got here, a distilled water spray, which you use after degreasing. I bought some new goggles. I had to make a pipe for which the plated parts are going to be attached. This needs to be something which will conduct electricity. I then got a rectifier which allows me to set the ampage to a particular level. The ampage that you use, based on the reading in the book, directly relates to the surface area of the parts that you're trying to coat. That came with a power supply and 2 sets of crocodile clips. I then bought 2 heaters, one for each bucket. So this is an immersion heater, and then that particular kit also came with the temperature profile, temperature measurement, and then I also bought some copper wire. These are going to be my 2 first test pieces, and apparently it's a bit of trial and error. We'll find out. I've got it all set up on my bench at this particular point. I'm not sure how this is going to work out, but I can see me building a dedicated work area. But for now, I'm literally just trying this out. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so yesterday I showed you the kit and for the electroplating, and today I'm actually going to attempt my first piece. In this bucket we have 1.5 gallons of distilled water plus the degreasing unit, and right now I'm heating this up to about 140 Fahrenheit. And then over here, this is the plating side of it, and I put the crystals in with what's called a brightener, also into about 1.5 gallons of distilled water. These are the nickel plates, one here, and I'm now heating this up. This needs to be about just over 110, 120 degrees Fahrenheit. So the first thing that we do is we put in the test piece, which is going to be this unit here, and that actually goes in for degreasing for about 5 minutes. Once that's done, take it out, rinse it off, make sure that it is degreased. There's a check for that, and then put it into the other side and start the plating process. So I'll come back for that section. Okay, so the degreasing is done, and the part appears to be clean. And now I've put it into the plating, and you can see my little test piece here, and it's already started to plate. Right, that's copper, so that process itself is working. I'm going to leave it in there about an hour, and I'm using a constant ampage, which is why I have this little rectifier here. And and for the surface area calculates out I need about 0.6 amps, so this appears to be working. It says for the application, I'm just going to try this test piece, but for my kind of application an hour is about right, and we'll just see how this looks, but it's already starting to take shape. Very cool. This has been plating now for about 30 minutes, so I'm actually going to stop it, pull it out, and I've turned off the current supply, disconnected. That's good. There we go. Look at that. So let's bring that over here. This is my nickel plated part that was originally copper, right? Well, it still is copper, it's just got nickel plating on the outside. So it's very encouraging. What I'm going to do now is to try 4 bolts. These are the top, out of the top of the rear differential, and you can't see them when the car's when everything is installed, but so it's a good test case. Right? It'll be interesting to see how we get on. These are the bolts after plating. They come out really good. And obviously I need to get better at it, but right now I'm pretty happy. What I'll do next is I'll turn my attention to the carburetor parts, which is really why I bought the kit. I wanted to be able to take those carburetors apart and do all the linkage mechanisms, and there's a lot of those parts. Quite honestly, I didn't feel I had the memory to ship it all off and then get it all back and put it back together again correctly. So this will help me. But this little kit's actually worked out really well. Really pleased right now. Very good. Worth doing. Worth trying.